Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel, man. And today we're going to talk about, is the SS1LE the modern day Z28? Okay, so before I get started with this video, I just want to say that this video is sponsored by me, Blueprint 1LE, man. So be sure, if you want to support the channel, be sure to go ahead and check out my site, buy some merch over there, or if you don't want to do nothing like that, there's super thanks right down here in the comment section. I feel like this is a good topic to discuss because I know we are in the 6th generation Camaro that we all know. We at this end of the year, we're in 2023, where people believing that, hey, they're coming out with a special edition Camaro. Do they think it's going to get a little bit more horsepower? And is the Z28 coming out? This is an infamous question that everybody would like to know, and this is a car that everybody wants to get. And in my opinion, I just want to express that and share that with you guys. I know a lot of people looking for the Z28 and they feel like GM should make another one, but these are my points. And if you guys agree, you know, hit that like button, drop a comment below. If you disagree, hit that like button again and drop a comment below so we can have a debate on it and go further in the comments with other subscribers that's thinking along the same way I do or against it, man, because I feel like this is a good topic to discuss. So we're just gonna jump straight into it, man. So as y'all know, the Z28 go all the way back. My very first car that I ever ridden in was a 3rd gen Z28 IROC. So I do know a little bit about it, not too far back at the history, because it's similar to like the 1LE, man. It's just a regular like track package code in GM, so there really is no meaning behind it. But I'm just going to compare the Z28 from the 5th gen to the 6th gen. So the 5th gen, as we know, it's a LS7 7.0 V8. It got 505 horsepower and like 480 torque. It has the same manual transmission as this, the TR6060, Tremec 6-speed. It got carbon ceramic brakes, 15 mil rotors all the way around, and it has 305s all the way around the car. So according to GM, it had, that was the most abundant track package. Even though the 5th gen, they did have the SS1LE and the Z28, and I see why people looking for the Z28 package, but I feel wholeheartedly that they're not going to make a Z28, and I feel like this SS1LE, the 1LEs that they had started in 2017, is the modern day Z28. Okay, so hear me out why I say that. So I gave you all the specs of the Z28, what it has. Now we're going to talk about the SS1LE and what it has. So it has the 6-piston brakes in the front, 4-piston in the back, same as the Z28, okay? The rotors on the SS1LE is an inch smaller than the Z28. Rotors on here is about 14 and a half. This has 285s on the front, 305s in the rear. Z28, of course, got 305s all the way around on a 19-inch wheel setup. These have 20-inch wheel setup. So slightly big difference there, but not that much. Also, this has the 6.2 LT1 V8. As y'all know, I just said the LS7 V8, pushing 505. So, as we know so far with the statistics and so forth that's out there, this is beating the Z28 by a couple seconds, and it's a fraction of that price. Like, we're going MSRP to MSRP. This SS1LE is 20 grand less than Z28 at MSRP when it came out, which was like 70,000. So that put things like that into perspective. So when you look at it like that, if you got a track equipped car in modern day time that was naturally aspirated, what is GM going to come out with? What platform they're going to come out with? What engine they're going to put in this car to make a modern day Z28? In my opinion, if they really wanted to, they would have to come out with a LT1 type, not an LT1, an LT2 type of variant to go into the Z28 to make it worthwhile, but then again, it's like what kind of package or configuration that GM would have to do. So based on what we know as of now, I feel like if GM really had to make a Z28, it would have to be like kind of like an SS1 Elite platform. Instead of having magnetic ride control, it would have the ZL1 1 Elite suspension, the DSSV dampers, and it would be on 19-inch wheels all the way around. Probably 305s with the ZL1 type fender up front. It sounds good, and that's about it. I would feel like there would be nothing else to change. Now, could GM do that and bring out a nameplate that's Z28? Yeah, but I mean, what kind of horsepower gain you going to get? You're not really going to get that much, but 20 extra horsepower. And would that be worth it to say like, hey, here goes Z28 with 20 more horsepower than the SS1 Elite? I mean, because then in that case, for the SS1 Elite guy, they'll slap on the LT2 intake manifold. It's the same thing. But as we know, the LT2 is only a mid-engine. It's only made to be for mid-engine. GM could switch the parts around and possibly make it a front, like a rear-wheel drive type of setup, but a front engine type of setup. But at this point, we don't have no information on that, and it's not. I feel like this is the most compact modern day Z28 that we can have. Hence, I do got the little logo here that, you know, pay homage back to the Z28, because that's one hell of a machine. The only difference between the two is that I know people are gonna say, well, the 5th gen had an SS1 Elite and we had a Z28. That's true. And they have multiple LS motors. We have the LT motors, but all we have is the LT1, LT2, and the LT4. And as you guys know, the Z28 was naturally aspirated. It wasn't supercharged, it wasn't forced induction. So if we take the supercharge out of place and what we know as of today, GM had to come out with an entirely new motor, and the motors that they have been coming out with that make tremendous power has been supercharged, except the Kobo engines. And we know they're not gonna put a Kobo engine in a Z28, and those are like high horsepower cars, and it's not made for the track, and that's what the Z28 was made for, the track, just like the SS1 Elite and the ZL1 1 Elite. Anything with that 1 Elite nameplate behind it, of course it has the track package. So with that being said, I feel like there's if they do come out with the Z28, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think about that, and drop a comment below. Let me know what y'all think. As I look at it in today's time, what would it even look like? I'm pretty curious to see, but at this point, I feel like that's all we got. That's all the information I'm going by. Yes, the Z28 is a nameplate on its own, but the difference between the two, and this is my argument with people, is that the difference between the Z28 and the 1 Elite is, yes, the 1 Elite is something that you can add on as an option to make your Camaro a 1 Elite. But the Z28 was something that it just came out the factory with the track package. But wouldn't the 1 Elite be the same if GM did the same thing, like didn't give us that option and just said, hey, here go the SS1 Elite, here you go, buy it, without making that an option for the consumer? Like, it is what it is. This is what you get, just how they did the Z28. So y'all drop a comment below. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that topic, man. I love to discuss about this in the comment section because I feel like it's a good topic. Do you think the SS1 Elite is the modern day Z28? Or you feel like the SS1 Elite, just the SS1 Elite is good and all, but we still need a Z28? So y'all drop a comment below. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all like this video on topics like this, be sure to follow the Men of Culture. And that's the Hunter Gang Nate. That's Cute and Chaotic. And that's Race Car Friends. And like that, we out.